And the Hornets have officially made their pick. Let's go to the podium and hear what we all expect now, with Commissioner David Stern making his way to the podium, where we know this, he'll announce Anthony Davis.
With the first pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Anthony Davis.
All right, perhaps we'll get a hint now from David Stern.
With the second pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Michael Kidd-Gilchrist from the University of Kentucky and Somerdale, New Jersey. With the third pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Bradley Beal from the University of Florida. With the fourth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Dion Waiters of Syracuse University. With the fifth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Thomas Robinson from the University of Kansas. With the sixth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Damian Lillard of Weber State University. With the seventh pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Harrison Barnes from the University of North Carolina. With the eighth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Terrence Ross from the University of Washington. With the ninth pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Andre Drummond from the University of Connecticut. With the 10th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Austin Rivers from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trail Blazers select Myers Leonard from the University of Illinois. With the 12th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Jeremy Lamb from the University of Connecticut. With the 13th pick in the 2012 draft, the Phoenix Suns select Kendall Marshall from the University of North Carolina. With the 14th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select John Henson from the University of North Carolina. With the 15th pick in the 2012 draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Maurice Harkless from St. John's University and Queens, New York. With the 16th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Royce White of Iowa State University. With the 17th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Tyler Zeller. With the 18th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Houston Rockets select Terrence Jones from the University of Kentucky. With the 19th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Andrew Nicholson from Mississauga, Canada, and St. Bonaventure University. With the 20th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Avon Fournier from St. Maurice, France, and he last played for Poitiers in France. With the 21st pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Jared Sullinger from Ohio State University. With the 22nd pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Fab Melo of Juiz de Fora, Brazil, and Syracuse University. With the 23rd pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select John Jenkins from Vanderbilt University. With the 24th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Jared Cunningham from Oregon State University. With the 25th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Tony Roten Jr. from the University of Washington. With the 26th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Plumlee from Duke University.
And here's the commissioner. I promise he's back there. He's just waiting to make the grand entrance. The Thunder Sticks are calling for David Stern. There he is.
the 27th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the NBA champion Miami Heat select Arnett Moultrie from Mississippi State University. With the 28th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Perry Jones III from Baylor University. With the 29th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Chicago Bulls select Marcus Teague from the University of Kentucky. With the 30th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Festus Ezeli from Benin City, Nigeria, and Vanderbilt University. That is the end of the first round. I really want to thank all of you for your wonderful enthusiasm, and thanks to the Presidential Center for your hospitality. The second round of the 2012 NBA Draft will be conducted by Deputy Commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver. Give him a hand.
Thank you. And hello to the great state of New Jersey. And welcome to the second round. With the 31st pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Bobcats select Jeffrey Taylor from Vanderbilt University. With the 32nd pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Washington Wizards select Tomas Satoransky from Prague, Czech Republic. With the 33rd pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Bernard James from Florida State University. With the 34th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select Jay Crowder from Marquette University. With the 35th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Draymond Green from Michigan State University. With the 36th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Orlando Johnson from the University of California, Santa Barbara. With the 37th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Toronto Raptors select Quincy Acey from Baylor University. With the 38th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Quincy Miller from Baylor University. And he is also here tonight.
Back here in the NBA Draft, the last 5 selections are coming fast and furious now, with only 2 minutes between picks. Chris Middleton and Will Barton, the last 2 guys to go. Chris Middleton going to Detroit. The Pistons earlier tonight took Andre Drummond. Now they get the forward from Texas A&M.
Yeah, Chris Middleton was very good as a sophomore. He took a little bit of a step back last year as a junior. He had a knee injury and then a coaching change, so there's a lot for him to adjust to. He's a good shooter. Got a good mid-range game, a good overall skill level. level. He shot 36% from three as a sophomore. It dropped down to 26% last year, but I don't think that's indicative of how well he shoots the ball. I think he has to improve as a finisher and as a handler, but I think he's much better than he showed last season. I felt like he should have stayed in school another year, but he's a solid player that has a chance to be a good shooter in the NBA if he keeps working. He just needs to get stronger. Will Barton out of Memphis is a Baltimore kid. He went to Lake Clifton High School and played for Herman Hareed there. He's a driver, a slasher, an energy player. He's always around the ball. He's versatile, he's skilled, and he can bounce it. He needs to get stronger, carry a little bit more weight. I think he can tighten up that handle and improve his shooting consistency. But I felt like Will Barton was a first-round talent. So that's a good get for Portland to get him at the 40th pick in the draft.
Portland had a couple of lottery selections earlier tonight. They took Damian Lillard, the point guard out of Weber State, and they took Myers Leonard, the big man from Illinois. And then Portland had back-to-back picks here in the second round. There's Adam Silver.
With the 41st pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Tyshawn Taylor from the University of Kansas. With the 42nd pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Deron Lamb from the University of Kentucky. And with the 43rd pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Mike Scott from the University of Virginia.
Trace Davis, Chris Broussard, Jeff Van Gundy, Jay Billis, and a cast of thousands back Wavy Prudential Center in Newark. 2012 NBA Draft. About halfway through the second round, the most recent picks, the last two, Kim English of Missouri going to Detroit. Justin Hamilton, big kid from LSU, going to the 76ers. Fran Fraschilla, let's start with Kim English, terrific shooter, Big 12 tournament most outstanding player. What did the Pistons pick up in Kim English?
All you need to know about Kim English is the summer before his freshman year, Reese, he slept in the locker room so he could get up as many shots as possible. This is a 6'6" wing player who had to play power forward this year in Missouri's four-guard offense. You're absolutely right. Shot 46% from behind the arc. But more importantly, for the Pistons, they're getting a blue-collar guy with phenomenal intangibles. I promise you, he's going to do everything possible to make that team. But obviously, the one thing that sticks out, Tommy Penn mentioned it, he's a specialist behind the arc.
And goes with Andre Drummond and Chris Middleton. Those two guys also drafted by Detroit. Philadelphia followed the English pick by taking Justin Hamilton. He's got a lot of size from LSU.
He does, and said that Miami needed size, and Hamilton's a guy that has emerged as a good player in the last couple of years. He's got pretty good hands. It is a big body that can bang and rebound, and he can defend in the post. He's a guy that has he's got good strength. He's not going to beat you up and down the floor, and he's not a tremendous athlete, but he's got a good skill level, and his ability to bang and defend in the post is what makes him valuable here.
Hamilton spent first 2 years at Iowa State, and there is a proposed trade. It's not been confirmed yet, in which Justin Hamilton, as Jay mentioned, would go to Miami with his 45th pick. That brings New Orleans on the clock. They had the #1 pick. Anthony Davis had the #10 pick. They took Austin Rivers, and now in the second round, Adam Silver with New Orleans, 46th pick overall.
With the 46th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Darius Miller from the University of Kentucky. With the 47th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Kevin Murphy from Tennessee Tech University. With the 48th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kostas Papanikolaou. He last played for Olympiakos in Greece.
You're watching the 2012 NBA Draft presented by State Farm. We're at the Prudential Center, Newark, New Jersey, winding our way into the deeper part of the second round on a night when Anthony Davis and Michael Kidd-Gilchrist led the way from Kentucky. Darius Miller became the 6th player picked from the Wildcats. He, like Davis, going to New Orleans. And our 2 most recent picks, Kyle O'Quinn, who led Norfolk State to the upset of Missouri in the NCAA tournament, taking on the task of playing for Orlando, and that was followed by Izzet Turkeymalls going to Denver. Let's start with Kyle O'Quinn, Jay, out of Norfolk State.
Well, you mentioned his game against Missouri, in which he had 26 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 blocks in that win. 2 straight years for Kyle O'Quinn as a double-figure rebounder. He averaged over 10 rebounds per game at Norfolk State last year. 6'10", got a wingspan of 7'5". He went to the Portsmouth Invitational this year and averaged 12 rebounds a game, almost 4 blocks. He was the MVP at Portsmouth. You know, he's not a big-time athlete, but he's productive. And with his length and his ability to rebound, that makes him a solid pick here at 49.
He's a Lou Henson Award winner. He's the top mid-major player in the country as well. And just after O'Quinn went to the Magic, the Nuggets went overseas for the 2nd time tonight, and they took Izzet Turkeymalls, Fran.
Oh, I'm Izzy, Reese, but what you need to know about this kid is you needed to take a ferry to go see his team play, a 3-hour boat ride, so he wasn't really well known. He played at Vanderbilt. What this kid is a 6'11", thin, power forward, very athletic, runs the floor, may or may not ever play in the NBA, but when you're drafted in the 50s, this is a nice gamble. Very athletic. We saw him at the Adidas Euro Camp. I like him. We'll take him.
So Boston back on the clock, the 51st pick. Earlier tonight, the Celtics took Jared Sullinger, then Fab Melo. Adam Silver with the Celtics pick.
With the 51st pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Boston Celtics select Chris Joseph from Montreal, Canada, and Syracuse University. And with the 52nd pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Golden State Warriors select Ognan Kuzmic from Doboj, Bosnia and Herzegovina. He last played for Clínicas in Spain.
Los Angeles Clippers selecting 53rd overall, and they took Furkan Aldemir from Turkey, Fran.
Bring it on, Reese. Bring it on, baby. Hey, this kid, you know, if they say rebounding translates, this kid will find a place in the NBA someday. At 6'9", he's a very rugged kid, only 20 years old. He averaged 15 rebounds a game in the European Under-20 Championships. He's one of the best young players in Europe, but his main game is rebounders. Can't really score outside of putbacks. Can't really defend away from the basket. But if you want ruggedness, you want a rebounder, 20 years old, good pick here.
So Furkan Aldemir from Turkey going to the Clippers. Now the Philadelphia 76ers making the most recent pick. Here is Adam Silver.
With the 54th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Tourniquet Shengelia from Tbilisi, Georgia, and he is here tonight. With the 55th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Darius Johnson Odom from Marquette University.
Back with our coverage of the NBA Draft, Toronto Raptors a few moments ago took Tomislav Zupčić from Croatia, the 56th pick. He's a big fella, almost 7 feet tall. Another one of the project's 6 of the last 9 picks in the NBA Draft have been international players, most of them draft and stash players, as Fran Fraschilla would say. So the Brooklyn Nets about to make the next pick. They are moving to Brooklyn for next season. They did miss the playoffs for the 5th straight year, but not only the move and the playoff drought, but the big thing for them, the future of Darren Williams long-term as a Net, Chris.
Well, yeah, of course, Sunday free agency begins July 1st, and he has a big decision to make. He's really mulling over whether he wants to go to Dallas his hometown and play for the Mavericks, or stay with the Nets and go to Brooklyn. Brooklyn is the favorite right now. He has a great relationship with the general manager, Billy King, and especially the coach, Avery Johnson. He has talked strategy recently with Avery Johnson for next season. So Darren is talking to the Nets as if he plans to be there long term. That's a good sign for Brooklyn fans.
We'll see how that resolves itself over the next few weeks. The Brooklyn Nets about to make a pick in the draft. Earlier, they came up in a trade with Tyshawn Taylor from Kansas. Adam Silver with the newest net.
With the 57th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Brooklyn Nets select İlkan Karaman. He last played for Kırşehir in Turkey. With the 58th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Robbie Hummel from Purdue University. With the 59th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the San Antonio Spurs select Marcus Denman from the University of Missouri.
Welcome to the 2012 NBA Draft at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. With the first pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the New Orleans Hornets select Anthony Davis.
I just want to come in and do the best I can.
The Charlotte Bobcats select Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
It is the first time ever that the top two picks have come from the same school.
The Sacramento Kings select Thomas Robinson from the University of Kansas. Harrison Barnes, Kendall Marshall, John Henson, Tyler Zeller.
Big night for the Carolina family.
With the 21st pick, Jared Sullinger.
It's a low risk for a high reward.
Perry Jones III.
I don't matter what number I got picked, I just want the opportunity to play.
An emotional night, an exhilarating one for these players who've waited so long, and the Lakers have waited a long time to get on the clock. And finally, Los Angeles will make the final pick of the night, the 60th pick. Adam Silver will announce that the men from LA will add to their roster right now.
Before the final pick tonight, I'd like to thank ESPN and our broadcasters around the world for their coverage of tonight's draft. I'd especially like to thank the city of Newark and, of course, all of you here tonight for your terrific enthusiasm. Thank you very much. With the 60th pick in the 2012 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select Robert Sacre from North Vancouver, Canada, and Gonzaga University. Good night, New Jersey.
And with that, the NBA Draft for 2012 wraps up. I want to thank you for watching the 2012 NBA Draft presented by State Farm. Up next, Sports Center from LA. ESPN is starting a post-draft special. They're yelling at Chris Broussard. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For Bo Garrett, Phil Dean, Ed Kerr, and everybody on our great ESPN crew, and Chris, Jeff, Jay, and all our reporters, I'm Reese Davis. Good night from Newark, New Jersey.